Hi there, everybody. I'm Chris Beatties, editor of Growertalks, Green Profit, and the e-newsletter Acres Online, and this is another episode of The Goods, hot products from the summer trade shows that you would have gone to had there been any summer trade shows, and there haven't been any summer trade shows, so we figured this is the next best thing. Today, we've got Mart, the Vice President of Ernst Benary of America, with us to talk about new varieties. Welcome, Matt.
Chris, thank you very much. Happy to be here with you.
Very good. It just sounded really funny for me to say, welcome, Matt. I hope nobody ever walks on you about that, but
I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Right?
You've heard it before.
Yeah,
well, hello, Matt. Now, where are you broadcasting from today, Matt?
I'm sitting in my office in Watsonville at our facility, and
California,
in California, exactly. A little bit overcast day, but I have a great view. Those of you that have been there. So after cast, we have our summer trials, our breeding trials. So I look out the window, I see nothing but color. So it's really nice. So sometimes you see somebody there and they're not moving fast enough, send a little note, like pick it up a little, right?
So it's not just a pleasure view. You're getting work done too, as well. All right.
We try.
Well, we're gonna take a look. We kind of covered you virtually for the spring trials this year, and I seem to recall about 4,803 new varieties. Maybe it wasn't quite that many, a couple of dozen anyway. But we're gonna cover 3 today, and let me do a quick screen share. There it is, so that we can take a look at them. And the first one up, I think this is a series that everybody knows, the Big Begonias, but a couple of introductions in the bigs. Tell us about them.
Yeah. So, Big Begonias, this is like, it's awesome as a company if you find a product and are able to develop a product that's like iconic, right? This is something you only probably come across once in a decade. So last year, actually, Big's at their 10-year anniversary. And, so up to now, there's been rose and red and white, and then, we always get the question, of course, the funny one being, what about a blue? But then it's like, when are you going to have a white? Because it exists in semperflorence. So we finally are able to have one, so Big Begonia green leaf white would be, so to speak, the official name. And it's a bit of a different animal because one of the parents in the cross is different. So that's why you see the foliage has a little bit different appearance, doesn't have that flat, glossy leaf. But the performance is just like the other bigs, Chris. So that's for growers won't struggle with it. But I think the greatest things about bigs is for consumers, it's bulletproof, right? So
yeah, and white, a critical color in any series, so it's nice to see white added to the green leaf white added to the bigs. And then you've also got another one here.
Yeah, we do. So this is Big Begonia bronze leaf with deep rose, and so very intense. Up to now we had a rose, and this is deep rose. I was like, well, if you would stand in the tri field and see them side by side, then you can really tell the difference. And it's going to be an important color because we see that in all our color trends. If you look at like semperflorence or so, the darker roses, they sell better than like the lighter pinks, especially here in North America and Canada, US, where, it's hot in the summer and, colors can bleach. So this one stays nice and dark and rich. So this will be popular. I expect this to be one of the, top 2-3 sellers here after a couple of seasons.
All right, beautiful. So we've got 2 new bigs. Now the Groovy series, is this a series or a collection?
This is actually a series. So it's a series of 5 colors. Yeah.
And these are Boliviensis type, correct?
You got it. So, these will work in full sun just about anywhere. So, I assume you're sitting in West Chicago right now, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Or near there. Yeah.
So if you would have this out in your garden, because your humidity is high enough, you could put it in full sun. It'll work everywhere, but also in partial shade. So this is Boliviensis, and we have three existing varieties. Like if you remember, like Sunny City, so Santa Cruz, the orange one was the first, and then there's two other ones, and they become very big. So we wanted to develop something that's a little bit more compact, more grower friendly, right? And so that's how we came up with a Groovy series.
All right. Which one is this that we're looking at? What's it called?
This is Rose. This is Rose, and it's beautiful, spectacular color. Yeah.
Three more here, plus one more that we're not showing you. But what are these three?
Right. So this one, there's the orange in the center, and then the red is on the right, and then the one on the left we call Mello Yello, because a true yellow is possible. And if you look at it, I like this picture because you see there's a little apricot in it, right, on the outside of the flower. So this one we call Mello Yello. So
fits with the Groovy name.
Right. So it's exactly. That's when we have some creative people here in the marketing department. We have the funky series, right? So this time we figured, hey, we have funky, and now we also have groovy. So
right. Can't wait to see where you go next with those. So those are beautiful. And then the one that's missing.
White.
White. Okay. Good.
Yeah, that would be the fifth one, and they work well together. So it's a good new introduction.
Beautiful container plants there. So, and then lastly, it's not a begonia. How is that possible from Benary?
We must have slipped up, right?
Not that you haven't done plenty of these sorts of things too. Tell us about Rudbeckia Amarillo.
Yeah, it's actually Amarillo Gold. It's like the complete name, which later on we figured out, some people say Amarillo, which I think I don't speak Spanish or not very well. Like Amarillo actually means gold, right? So it's kind of like
it's redundant.
Exactly, in a way redundant. But we actually picked it because Amarillo is a city in Texas, and we have like Denver Daisy and Prairie Sun. So those are names where Rudbeckia, some of them can be found native. So this actually won a couple of awards, Chris, AAS awards. I think one for the Heartland and one for the area and one for the Southeast. So this is a nice compact Rudbeckia. So it's huge flowers. I mean, it would really be as large as your hand, 4.5 inches across, and it has this gold color, this nice green fresh center, and it was bred really for great garden performance, and that it still stays compact. Sometimes some of those can stretch too much, and then in a big country like the US or Canada, where you ship hundreds of miles, it's about how many can you get into a container, right, and then be efficient. So really happy about this one. So
yeah, beautiful. The flowers are so clean looking, the beautiful contrast with the green center and the green foliage. Just another one that'll be great, I assume, containers or in the landscape as well.
Yeah, and this one was actually bred here in Watsonville. So the Rudbeckia breeding takes place here.
There you go. Well, just three. I'm sorry we didn't have time for more, but hey, I'm sure there's a Benary website that everybody could go to check out the other 3,812 new and existing varieties from Benary. So, Matt, thanks for taking the time to show us around. Next time, let's do it live in an actual trade show, shall we?
Absolutely, Chris. I look forward to that. Enough of these Zoom meetings, right?
Yeah, exactly right. And then we'll go out for some Jenny's ice cream afterwards.
You got it. Can't wait.
Right. Well, on behalf of Matt and everybody at Benary and all my peeps at Ball Publishing, I'm Chris Beatty saying so long, everybody.